All right, my bad. But yep. Let's get to it. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. But Gervonta Davis says that Eastside Cruz needs to take on Rolando Rolly Romero. Okay. Let's talk about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop a video, and that's still a good fight. Rolly coming off a loss. Eastside Cruz coming off a win. But you know, Gervonta Davis ain't got a big enough name in the sport to be saying, "Oh, we all need to do this, that, and the third." I mean, he really ain't surpassed his peers now, and nothing. They could say, "Well, you know, he made the most money," but I mean, what does money really mean? You know, if you're not fighting the best, you're not fighting the best. So his credentials ain't too much different than everybody else. So it ain't like Floyd Mayweather, and he can say, "Well, you know, Keith Thurman need to fight Earl Spence," and they got validity because it's Floyd Mayweather. It's not like that. All right. But you know, ultimately, that is a good fight. But you know, would you rematch the winner? You know what I'm saying? That's the $1 million question. Would he rematch the winner? That's the $1 million question. If he would rematch the winner, then I think a lot of people would be interested in it. I think the both fighters would be interested in it. If you heard Eastside Cruz say ain't no tank, then I want to go after Devin Haney. You know, and I ain't mad at that neither. I'm not mad at that neither. So that make a ton of sense on his behalf. But if they did fight, I'm still rolling with Eastside Cruz. But Gervonta Davis wants Eastside Cruz to fight Rolando Rolly Romero. Gervonta Tank Davis gave Pitbull Cruz some bad news last night by telling him through Twitter that he wants him to fight Rolando Rolly Romero. Tank appears to be on the crash course with unbeaten contender Ryan Garcia, so he won't be available to defend against Pitbull. There, there's not enough interest yet in the second fight between Pitbull and Tank Davis. If Cruz wants to help his situation, he'll follow Tank advice to fight Rolando Rolly Romero next. It would be a fight that would be attract a lot of fan interest. Now, would you put that on the undercard, or would you make it its own individual card? Knowing PBC, it will make that they will make that fight its own individual card. They're not giving you that type of bang for your buck on no pay per view at all. Even Ryan and Tank, but it said Ramirez was running around the ring, not throwing punches and focusing exclusively on survival in the second round. Cruz dropped Ramirez face first on the canvas with the left hook to the head. Short time later, Cruz caught up to Ramirez and dropped him uh, for the second time in the round with the left hook field by a hard right hand, followed by right hand. I think they meant. At that point, the referee waved it off. Quote, Rolly and Eastside Cruz need to fight, said Tank Davis. I know who don't want to fight Cruz because he doesn't have a chin, said Tank, hitting about Ryan Garcia lacking the strong manable to take on Pitbull Cruz. So he's saying that, Ryan Garcia don't want to take on Pitbull Cruz. But some people say, well, you one of the biggest punchers, down there in the sport. He fighting you, but it's about the money. It's about the money. A lot of people say, well, that fight was debatable between Tank and Pitbull Cruz. He need to run that back. Obviously, he don't feel that way. He hide behind the hand injury excuse, but I still felt that he won. But a lot of people say it was too close for comfort. Some people had Eastside Cruz winning that fight. Some people had Eastside Cruz winning it. So I mean, that's kind of something to look at. That's something really to get in depth and look at. So, I mean, but obviously it is what it is. But him hitting that Ryan Garcia don't want to fight Eastside Cruz. I mean, at the end of the day, what does that really mean? I mean, you about to fight Ryan Garcia and you a bigger puncher than Eastside Cruz. And it looked like Eastside Cruz pulled out of Ryan Garcia fight to take that fight. To fight a no-name Ramirez. So, Oscar De La Hoya came out the other night, and said that they hadn't had no talks with Tank Davis, which I heard that's a bold faced lie. So he don't know what to believe in boxing now. He said, "We want the rematch with Gervonta Davis. These fans have been great. I came out and I did what I promised. I did it tonight," said Isaac Cruz after his second round knockout of Helpless Eduardo Ramirez last Sunday night. Quote, "Bring on Devin Haney. He's a champion. I'm the interim champion. Let's bring it in," said Pitbull Cruz, and asked who he wants to fight if he can't get the rematch with Gervonta Davis. So undisputed lightweight champion Devin Haney is fighting George Kambosos next month, October 15th. If Haney wins, his promoter at Top Rank wants to make him against Vasily Lomachenko. That's a bigger fight for Haney than defending against Isaac Cruz. Quote, "I was ready to win at all costs for my family, my wife, my kids, and the best to win it here for all my LA fans that are with me," said Cruz. So, I mean, obviously, Cruz can keep fighting this type of Eduardo Ramirez type of fights, and Tank should get past Ryan Garcia. The way he's gonna knock him out, I don't really foresee a rematch that's gonna be in the cards. So yeah, I definitely could see them, doing it again, sometime in next year. But yeah, it ain't like a fight that I'm dying to see, to be honest. If Tank gonna fight Ryan Garcia, then I want to see the Haney, the Lomachenkos, the Shakir Stevensons, Regis Progress if you want to move up. I want to see them type of fights. Them the type of fights that I want to see. So they could talk and say what they want to say, but let's be real. I want to see those type of fights. Now if he get past one or two of them, he want to rematch Isaac Cruz for good measure, I'm fine with that too. I'm definitely fine with that. But we want to see him in there with the biggest and the best fights that's available. And it's as simple as that. But obviously, him and Rolly, I mean, can Rolly catch Isaac Cruz? Yeah, but I think Isaac Cruz might have an easier time than Rolly than Tank did, to be honest. Because I think Isaac Cruz is gonna step to him. I think Isaac Cruz gonna step to him and put Rolly on that back foot. He gonna challenge Rolly to hit an evasive target. He not that easy to hit neither. He gonna challenge Rolly to hit an evasive target. Real talk. Cruz gonna be stalking. Now Rolly, can Rolly catch him? Yeah, but it ain't gonna be easy. It's not gonna be easy, by any stretch of the imagination. But Rolly. I mean, I think Rolly need to get in the win column, but I know Rolly been talking big shit. So he a big dude too, but I just think the way Cruz is get low and he come, then Rolly might catch him. Rolly might catch him, but I don't think so. I mean, I don't think Rolly make it out of 6 with Isaac Cruz. You know, that's just my opinion. You know, so but the question is, all right, what do we get out of fighting? If I'm Eastside Cruz and I'm Rolly, what do we get out of fighting each other? Are you gonna fight us? Are you gonna fight the winner? You know what I'm saying? You know, that's the question. That's the question. That's the question. That's the question. That's the $1 million question. But I mean, we got to wait and see. But I mean, you got to ask yourself: is you know you know will Tank fight the winner though? That's the question. If he fight the winner, I think they'd do it. But do Rolly probably need a rematch? But Rolly probably just tasted a little bit of that them big checks, and he probably just want to get back in there and get a big check. And you probably look at Eastside Cruz as small. I can run over Eastside Cruz and all that type of stuff. So that's probably where his mind at with it. But I mean, I guess people say, well, you want to run right back into a Tank Davis rematch? Why not fight Eastside Cruz? So that might make a ton of sense. That might make a ton of sense. So I mean, I'll Tank Davis playing matchmaker. Well, my thing, he ain't done enough in the sport to be doing that. He don't bring enough money, but I guess down there he bring enough money for that to happen. So, very very interesting, in my opinion. Very very interesting, to see what happened. But in my opinion, I think Esau Cruz put Rolando Rolly Romero lights out, and that's my opinion. But hey, let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance for notifications. We go live or drop a video. Financial and support the channel. Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. The whole nine. I'm everywhere: Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. Appreciate everybody for listening to it on podcast. But when boxing pick back up, I do more live streams, but it really ain't been much to talk about, but the same old, same old. So I just prefer not to do them. But I mean, yeah, I know how the game go. But other than that, let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. One time for the one time, Goodfella TV. Check out the Box News playlist. Peace.